Who's that? Commander Claw. Who's bad? Commander Claw. Welcome back to another episode of Breaking Brews. I'm your host, Commander Claw, where I bring you 5 cards to upgrade popular commander decks. And this is an old school commander. We're talking about Ghave, Guru of Spores. If you're new to this commander, it is a very if one word to describe this commander, let's say infinite. And we're trying to do infinite combos. This is what the commander wants to do, and it does that through creating tokens and sacrificing tokens and putting +1/+1 counters. That is the goal of this commander. There's nothing else to do it. The only way to really stop this commander is to stop players' mana generators for this. Otherwise, it can't do what it wants to do. So, without further ado, let's talk about Ghave, Guru of Spores, and the 5 Tarkir Dragonstorm cards that I highly recommend for you to upgrade its token generation, and what else? Protection spells, and other creatures that buff and add +1/+1 counters. Let's talk about it. For 2 in Abzan, he's a 0/0 body, legendary fungus shaman. When Ghave, Guru of Spores, enters the battlefield with 5 +1/+1 counters on it, that makes him a 5/5. What do you know? But they're all +1/+1 counters. Take note. Tap 1 mana, remove a +1/+1 counter from a creature you control, create a 1/1 green Saproling creature token. You can remove counters from Ghave himself. Is it Ghave or Ghave? I'm just torn between the two. Anyways, pay 1 mana, sacrifice a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Ooh, so literally you can do this all on himself. You can create a 1/1 green Saproling token by removing a +1/+1 counter on him. Sack the Saproling token to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, and most likely it will be on Ghave himself or another creature, but you have the option. Your goal is to have some kind of doubling effect, and yes, Tarkir Dragonstorm does have a doubling effect for you. Let's talk about this card. That card is Elspeth Stormslayer for 3 and 2 green, legendary planeswalker. It says if 1 or more tokens will be created under your control, twice that many of those tokens are created instead. This is like a doubling season for Ghave, Guru of Spores. So every time you tap 1 mana and remove a +1/+1 counter, and you have this paired with Elspeth, you're making 2 Saprolings. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. Then you have the rest of the utility pieces to make infinite mana, colorless mana, infinite creatures, infinite +1/+1 counters. The list goes on. I don't even need the rest. I don't even need to read the rest of the abilities anyway to show how powerful this is. Actually, I could read the second. Let me read it real quick. It's +1, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Okay. Then it's 0, says put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Those creatures gain flying until end of turn. So not only you created an army with Ghave, Elspeth will give your army additional +1/+1 counters and flying. So you can just swing and destroy your opponents. Disgusting. Disgusting. Finally, it's -3, destroy target creature an opponent controls with mana value 3 or greater. Not a big deal. It is a big deal, but that's not what we're trying to do with Ghave. Moving on to the next card to upgrade your deck. So one of my things is you got to be able to create creature tokens. And Ghave says sacrifice a creature. It's not a specific type, it just says sacrifice a creature by tapping 1 mana. Okay, so let's get back to Avenger of the Fallen. For 2 in a black, 2 for body. It's a creature, human warrior. He has death touch. We like death touch. Okay, mobilize X, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. So whenever this creature attacks, create X tapped and attacking 1/1 red warrior creature tokens. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next instant. So if you have this paired with Ghave, you can attack with Avenger of the Fallen, creating how many red warrior creature tokens depending on creatures in your graveyard. Cool. But you can tap 1 mana, sacrifice a creature, and put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. And you can do this for Ghave. Yeah, this just gives you the opportunity to create the +1/+1 counters and tokens that you need to just fuel into Ghave in case of a scenario where you got high commander attacks, players have paralyzed your commander, and you just need the tokens on the board to activate his abilities. Yeah, and you got doubling season and Elspeth anyway, so you're going wide. Moving on. Host of the Hereafter for 2 and Golgari, 2/2 body, Zombie Warlock. This creature enters with 2+1/+1 counters on it. Okay. Whenever this creature or another creature you control dies, if it had counters on it, put its counter on up to one target creature you control. Wow. This is a great card because you get to save all those +1/+1 counters that you generated through Ghave or through itself. It's almost like the Ozolith, right? That card where you get to preserve all those +1/+1 counters that you put on your creatures. Really good card, auto include. Moving on to the next. So, we got to have Blood Artist type of effects. This card is very similar into that. We have Venerated Stormsinger for 3 and a black, 3/3 body, or Cleric. It has Mobilize 1. Whenever this creature attacks, create a tapped and attacking 1/1 red warrior creature token. Sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. Then it says, whenever this creature or another creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Well, what do you know? When you mobilize, that one warrior is going to die at the beginning of the next end step. No big deal, right? But all the times that you sacrifice a creature with Ghave, if you have this paired with Venerated Stormsinger, you're draining life from your opponents and you get to gain life. It's a win-win. This is probably another piece to add for your infinite combos with Ghave, Guru of Spores. I'm talking about this card a lot because I think it's a very low CMC protection spell on artifact equipment. You can get it out early, and it's another option besides Swiftfoot Boots. So let's talk about Dragonfire Blade for 1 mana. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has hexproof for monocolored. Equip 4. This ability costs 1 less to cast or to activate for each color of the creature it targets. Well, Ghave, Guru of Spores is 3 colors. Abzan. And guess what? It will only cost 1 to equip it. Great on curve. Great on curve. Great on curve. And the mana generation you have, I mean, awesome scenario. Turn 4, you have it disequipped to Ghave, and you get to start doing Ghave type of things. Moving on to the summary. Thank you for watching this episode of Breaking Brews. I'm your host, Commander Claw. Ghave is an awesome commander because it is all about infinite combos. I think Tarkir Dragonstorm did bring another option besides doubling season in the form of Elspeth, the Planeswalker, to double up your creature tokens, and those are Saprolings. And hey, I don't know how much that card costs, but it's going to be expensive. And anyways, there's other cards that support to upgrade your Ghave Guru of Spores deck. I think these cards are in the form of Blood Artist effects and adding +1/+1 counters, which you're trying to do anyway. If you like this video, hey, hit the like button, comment, and let me know if any other cards from the set that are here to upgrade, and share the video. Peace.